Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving headfirst into something that sounds, well, pretty intense in the hair care world.
Yeah, definitely.
We're looking at the Belli Capelli Ravenna Botox Repair Mask Kit. Big name, bigger promises. They talk about mirror-level shine.
That's the hook, isn't it?
Totally. It's this two-step system, an anti-residue shampoo, then the mask itself. And they're marketing it as, like, the ultimate savior for hair that's just been through it. Chemicals, bleach, sun, you name it.
Promising to fix porosity, replace lost mass, all the good stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the question today is this actually the holy grail for damaged hair? Or is that shine maybe buffed up by the marketing team?
Well, what's really striking when you look into it right away is the gap between that shiny promise and the sheer work involved.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just slapping on a mask while you watch TV. The sources are clear. It's more like a full-blown operation. It demands serious discipline.
Okay, operation sounds serious.
Yeah.
And looking at the instructions, yeah, it's a commitment. You start with their special shampoo,
The anti-residue, yeah.
clears the way.
Right. Then you put on the mask and you wait. Could be up to an hour.
Hour.
But then comes the real kicker. After blow drying, you have to flat iron every single fine strand. And get this 10 to 15 times.
Wait, 10 to 15 passes per tiny section?
Per strand, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a quick treatment. That's like blocking out your Saturday afternoon. How long does that even take?
Easily. I mean, for someone with a long or thick hair, we're talking maybe 2, even 3 hours of solid, focused work.
Wow.
And that huge amount of heat, that repeated flat ironing, sealing the hair cuticle over and over. That's exactly where the reviewers we looked at suspect a lot of that mirror shine actually comes from.
Ah, okay.
They actually called it sweat equity shine.
So you're saying a big chunk of the result isn't necessarily just the mask's magic ingredients, but me basically ironing those ingredients into my hair with intense heat again and again.
That seems to be the consensus.
Mhm.
The heat is essential. It's forcing those proteins deep into the hair shaft and clamping that cuticle down super flat.
Without that intense heat step, the product probably just acts like a really heavy, pricey conditioner that mostly rinses away. The heat activation is the mechanism.
Okay, let's talk about the name then. Botox. It's clever, right? Makes you think of powerful fixing treatments.
Very clever marketing.
But let's be super clear. There's zero actual botulinum toxin in this.
Absolutely none. It's pure marketing language. The sources called it keratin-adjacent conditioning science wrapped in luxury language. It's smart, almost, weaponized marketing, really. Trying to give you that medical-grade feeling.
Weapons-grade nonsense was another phrase I saw. A bit harsh, maybe, but I get the point. How close is the actual formula, then, to, like, a standard high-end keratin treatment? One without formaldehyde, obviously.
Yeah, it's formaldehyde-free. And it has the usual suspects: proteins, amino acids, moisturizers, the kind of stuff you'd find in any serious hair reconstructor.
So it's not the ingredients themselves that are revolutionary.
Not primarily, no. It seems like the intensity of the application process, designed to really ram those ingredients in, is the main difference.
But then you look at what actual users say, and it's all over the place, like totally polarized.
Yes,
Some people swear by it. Pure transformation, they say.
Yeah.
Sleek, hydrated, no frizz, like they just walked out of a salon.
Right, you see those amazing before and afters.
But then you get the other side, people reporting dryness, irritation.
Yeah.
One reviewer even said it made their hair feel like straw. So what gives?
And this brings us right back to that word, discipline.
The sweat equity again.
Yeah. The sources really point to the results depending almost entirely on the user's tools, their technique, and frankly, their patience. This kit basically assumes you operate with salon-level discipline, but in your own bathroom.
And what does technique mean here? Like messing it up how?
Well, rushing those 10 or 15 passes, maybe using a flat iron that's way too hot, or not getting the product spread perfectly evenly, and that intense heat. If you apply it wrong, you risk either not sealing the protein in properly, or worse, you could actually cook the proteins, leading to that brittle, straw-like feeling people mentioned, breakage.
So the verdict feels like it's not a scam, not snake oil, but maybe selective truth is the right term.
I think that nails it. It can genuinely deliver serious repair for hair that's really truly fried from chemicals and damage.
But only if you do it perfectly.
Exactly. Follow the instructions to the absolute letter. If your hair is just kind of dry or only a little damaged, this whole thing is probably, like the sources said, overkill wrapped in marketing glitter.
And potentially risky overkill if you mess up the heat part.
Definitely get the heat wrong, and you could make things worse. Success really hinges on perfect execution, whether it's even the right product for your hair's condition in the first place.
So bottom line, for anyone listening, this isn't just buying a product. It's signing up for a pretty serious time-consuming process where you have to be your own stylist.
Pretty much. Which leads to, I think, an important question for you, the listener, to think about. Given the cost, the hours of work, all that flat ironing, are you really buying the product's promise of shine? Or are you actually buying the intense professional level discipline needed to get that shine? Are you essentially paying this company for the hope you can skip the salon without actually skipping the hard part, the labor, something to mull over?